Presentadores Alberto Alonso, Kyle Miller y Ruby. Ya disponible gratis en nuestro canal de YouTube Aprende Inglés con Vaughan, con nuevos episodios cada día. No te lo pierdas.
Escúchanos en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar. Descarga la app de Vaughan Radio.
Somos los de Vaughan. Esto es Vaughan Radio.
Speaking with Confidence with Ale.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Speaking with Confidence. I'm Ale, and this is your hour to practice English little by little until you can speak with confidence. No judgment, trust, full openness, and with the intention to feel more, sentirnos más que, David?
Confident.
Más, yes, more confident. But what else? Más seguros de nosotros mismos, which is confident. No?
Self-confident.
Yes. All right. Hello, David.
Hello.
David is with us again today.
Yes, here I am.
Yes, you are.
I'm the victim.
The victim. We'll get ready. All right, So one of our conversations last week was about question tags. We worked on question tags. Do you remember that? Those small questions we add at the end of the sentence, like, isn't it? Or don't you? Or can't we? La coletilla al final de una oración para confirmar información o profundizar más sobre algo que hemos preguntado. Right? We use them to check information, invite agreement, we said, and make communication feel easier. Well, today we're going to take that one step further, because communication is not only about knowing or understanding, just understanding, right? Not just asking about that. Not only, do you understand me? We also need to know what to do when the answer is not completely. Cuando nos responden no completamente. La intención de hoy es saber qué hacer en ese momento, right? Because sometimes we speak, but our message doesn't come out clearly, or we know what we feel, but we don't know how to explain it. Does that ever happen to you, David?
Yes.
Yes.
And sobre todo, moreover, you say? Moreover? Sobre todo when you speak a language that you don't master.
Okay, mostly or mainly?
Okay, mainly when you are speaking in a language that you don't.
That you don't master. You are right. Yes, that is completely true. That you know what you're thinking. You know what you want to say, what you would like to communicate, but then it just doesn't come out the way you want it to, right? And, and that's very normal, because that's just how life is and how communication works. And sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. But that's all right. We've got the resources to pick up from where we left off and try again, right? So anyway, the phrases we are going to see today are going to help us explain also correct and also soften and also clarify our ideas. In Spanish, we might say, lo que quiero decir es, right? We can also say, lo que pasa es que, or, déjame decirlo de otra manera. Right? Do you use those expressions in Spanish?
Sí, en otras palabras también.
En otras palabras, ¿qué más dices tú?
Pues me refiero, o a lo que me refiero es a.
Exacto.
For example.
Eso. And when do you use these?
When you want to explain a little bit better, maybe, an idea.
Yes. Exactly
what you want to say.
Right. So after you have used those question tags, you understand what I mean, don't you? And then the other person says, not really. So that's when you can use these. Lo que quiero decir, or déjame decirlo de otra manera, right? To do exactly what you want to do. All right, so that's what we're going to do today. We are not just going to be practicing English. We are also going to be practicing something more important, and that is how to make our message easier to understand, which I think is really important, right? All right. Okay, so what do you say we begin our conversation today?
Let's go.
All right. So useful words. And before we get into the grammar, let's build some words, some useful words, some vocabulary words to talk about this. All right? Because we need words that help us talk about meaning, confusion, intention, tone, understanding, right? Maybe you want to explain your real idea, or you want to correct a misunderstanding, or soften your words so you don't sound too direct. Sonar menos, no directo, sino menos, ¿qué dirías tú, David? Menos...
Bueno, menos claro.
No, claro es lo que queremos, pero no queremos sonar tan... tan...
Sí.
serios, no sé.
Ya. Tan bruscos.
Tan bruscos. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Tan bruscos. All right. Y ahí es cuando podemos suavizar nuestro lenguaje. All right. So let's begin with our first word today. And that is point. Point. And point in today's context is a noun. And it means the main idea that you want to express. Point. Normalmente no la utilizamos sola, right? Obviamente viene acompañada de otras palabras para ser utilizada. Like this. Her point was simple. The plan needed more time. Her point was simple. The plan needed more time. Okay, so that is the main idea that you want to express. And that in Spanish, point is...
Bueno, yo diría punto de vista, o opinión, o idea.
Eso, sí, la idea principal, la idea central. All right, very good. Next word is meaning. Meaning, and this is also a noun. And meaning is the idea or message behind words, right? And in Spanish, that is?
El significado.
Yes. How can we use it? The meaning of his comment was not immediately clear. The meaning of his comment wasn't immediately clear. So meaning in today's context is the idea or message behind the words that you use. Next word today is confusing. Confusing. And this is an adjective. Confusing. And it means that is difficult to understand. Something that is difficult to understand. And that in Spanish is?
Confuso.
Yes. How can we use it? The instructions were confusing, so everyone asked questions. The instructions were confusing, so everyone asked questions. All right, very good. I was telling Dan one of those days, a long time ago, that I had to put together my closets that I had just bought, and they come with instructions, right? But the instructions are only pictures, no words, nothing. These IKEA
closets are the muebles, no?
Yes, wardrobes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And were they confusing?
Well, a bit confusing. Not entirely, but because there are no words, right? You kind of just have to look at the picture, and the picture can be confusing because you don't know which one's up and which one's not up, what side is which. So that can maybe cause a confusion, but it took me a good amount of hours to put my closets together. There were 3 of them. And well, yeah, some instructions can be confusing, right? Please tell me that I am not alone in this.
No. Maybe I can tell my story with una hamaca.
Okay.
I don't know how to say
Hammock.
that. Hammock.
Yeah.
So I built it the other way around. Al revés.
Oh, really?
I built it, yeah, because I was looking at the instructions.
Oh,
and
backwards? Or like, how?
Yes. No. The thing is that they weren't so clear.
Uh-huh.
So
they weren't clear enough.
They weren't clear enough. It happened the same as you.
Yeah.
There were only images.
Uh-huh.
With numbers, but with no explanation,
yeah.
with
no description of the picture.
Claro. So I built it al revés.
Al revés, like, what do you mean by al revés? Like, what happens?
Very difficult to explain, but it was
a hammock.
Yeah.
How do you build a hammock backwards?
Like I put the long wooden pieces in the place of the short.
Oh.
And the short in the place of the long.
Right. And how did that turn out?
It was like a mess. You couldn't use it. It was impossible.
Did you do it again? Did you undo it and then?
Claro, I had to rebuild it.
You know what happened to me? So one of the closets was meant to be for me, right? I put it together in the big room, in one of the girls' bedroom. And I didn't think, I felt really dumb after. I finally finished it. It was up. And when I tried to move it to my room, it wouldn't fit through the door. So I can't use it. So I just stayed in my daughter's room and I had to use one of theirs.
That's good. That's good.
Well, good for them, not for me. But I was like, no. And I was saying to myself, okay, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna undo this and then I'm gonna build it back up. No, I was too tired and I said, never mind. Keep the closet. All right, so confusing. Let's continue with the next word. Next word is straightforward. This is a long word. Straightforward, but straightforward, one word. And straightforward means, it's an adjective, and it means clear and simple and direct. Straightforward. That's an adjective. So this in Spanish could be?
Como directo, claro, I don't know.
Yeah, like that, just like that. Like this, we can use it. The answer was straightforward. The answer was straightforward. We had to start again. Straightforward. All right. Next word is accurate. Accurate. And this is also an adjective. And accurate is spelled with 2 C's. A-C-C-U-R-A-T-E. And it is an adjective, and it means to be correct or exact. And in Spanish, that would be?
Preciso.
Yes, exactly. She gave an accurate description of what happened. She gave an accurate description of what happened. Very good. Next word is careful. Careful, also an adjective. And careful means to think before, in this context, right, of communication, to think before acting or speaking. Careful. So how would you say that in Spanish?
Maybe cuidadoso, cauteloso.
Yes, exactly. Very good. So he was careful with his words during the meeting. He was careful with his words during the meeting. All right, next word is misread. and this is a verb. And to misread is to understand something in the wrong way. All right, so how we would use it, we would say like something like this. Oh, sorry, let me ask you what the meaning is.
Yeah, I would say, bueno, equivocado o...
But not just wrong. It's to understand something in the wrong way. But it has to be with not understanding. So that would be maybe...
malentender o algo.
Exactamente así. Malinterpretar. So I misread her message and thought she was angry. I misread her message and thought she was angry. Next word is rephrase. Rephrase. And that is a verb. And rephrase. To rephrase is to say the same idea using different words, right? This is one of the exercises that we do is rephrasing. So to keep the same idea, but you use different words. And this in Spanish would be?
I don't know, maybe explicar con otras palabras.
Sí.
But I don't know if there's
una sola palabra, reformular.
Reformular, well, yes, okay.
Yeah, okay. So, reformular, rephrase. And yes, decir de otra manera, decir con otras palabras, yeah. All right, so the teacher asked him to rephrase the answer. The teacher asked him to rephrase the answer. All right, very good. So let's go ahead and go over the list one more time. And you will translate the words, right? Okay. All right, so let me say the words in English first. Point. Meaning. Confusing. Straightforward. Accurate. Careful. Misread. And rephrase. Right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, those are our 8 words. And you ready?
Yes, I always am.
You always are ready. All right, so what about this? Let's see. Tell me what is idea central.
So it's point.
Yes. Tell me what is confuso.
Confusing.
Directo.
Straightforward.
Cuidadoso.
Careful.
Reformular.
Rephrase.
Yes. Correcto, exacto.
I thought you were saying that my answer was... Yeah.
Yes, it was, but ahora la palabra en inglés.
Accurate.
Yes, accurate.
Accurate.
Yes. ¿Qué más nos queda? That's it, ¿no?
Misread was the only one.
Ah, cierto. Okay.
But
what is that?
misread was like malentender o malentendido.
Exactamente.
Malinterpretar.
Malinterpretar. Sí, misread. All right. Como leer mal. En realidad la traducción literal, ¿no? All right, so let's go ahead now that we've got the words and the meanings, almost the meanings. Let's work on the meaning just a little bit more, and what we're going to do is check the definition, and you have to choose true or false. All right? So listen to this. If something is confusing, it is easy to understand immediately. Is this true or is this false?
That's false.
Why do you say it's false?
Because if something is confusing, it's not clear.
Right. Right. And it takes longer to understand, right? You don't understand it immediately. All right. Very good. Next one. A straightforward answer is clear and direct.
Yes, that's true.
Do you tend to give straightforward answers?
I tend to give straightforward answers.
Yeah?
I can be wrong, but I try to be
straightforward.
Straightforward. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I try to, but sometimes I end up end up getting tangled in my own ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know the meaning of...
Tangle, enredada.
Uh-huh.
Enredo. Entonces, I have the idea clear in my head, and as I said before, I try to express it, but then because of the word choice, right? Because I choose certain words, me enredo y digo cualquier cosa. O finalmente prefiero no decir nada because I know that's going to happen to me.
That's because you get nervous.
That's because I get nervous, yes.
You have to be confident.
I do. Speaking with confidence. Yes. All right, next one. Let's see. Meaning is the sound of a word, not the idea behind it.
No, that's false.
Why?
Meaning is the meaning, ¿no?
Meaning is the meaning.
El significado de la palabra, de lo que quieres, de la idea.
Right. But how do you say that in English?
So meaning is the... I don't know. Es que me sale the meaning.
Meaning is the meaning.
Claro.
Hombre.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that meaning is the meaning. Yes, the idea behind words, right?
That's right.
All right. The idea that supports the words? No?
Yes.
Algo así. All right. Okay. So, point, your point means the main idea you want people to understand.
That's true.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Your point. All right. And we can use it with many other things, right? Like your point of view. Right. All right. And what else do we have here? Being careful with your words means speaking without thinking.
No, false.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. So being careful means to maybe think before saying anything, no?
Right. Before speaking?
Before speaking.
And are you careful?
I try to, but not always.
How about when you're upset about something?
Well, I try to stay calm because I think you need to be calm because otherwise you can say something that you can regret 5 minutes later.
And are you able to control yourself, to hold yourself back?
Normally, yes.
Really?
Yeah, normally, yes. I'm very used to have discussions, debates.
Okay.
With people.
Having discussions.
Having discussions with people.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's so good for you.
Una habilidad.
Yes, it is. It's called self-regulation. Yes. You are able to handle your emotions in a way that they don't take over you.
Yes, but obviously it depends. There are some times that you can't control it, and maybe you can say 2 bad words, for example. But I try to stay calm.
Well, good for you. Good for you. All right, let's do one more. Let's see. That's it. No, to rephrase something means to repeat the same words just louder. I'll say that again. To rephrase something means to repeat the same words but louder.
No. That's false.
Why?
To rephrase something is to say the same idea with other words.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. All right, and the last one. To misread a situation means to understand it the wrong way.
Yes, that's true.
Does that happen to you, that you misread certain situations? Did that ever happen to you?
Hombre, yes, but for example, with when I'm reading in English, sometimes I don't understand clearly what it's saying. But in Spanish, I don't think so.
But you can also misread in situations, behaviors, and things like that. right?
Hombre, yeah, in that case, obviously, no?
I mean, that happens, I think, most of the time.
Claro.
Most of the time, because most of our language is non-verbal, not words. So sometimes people say things, but they're showing something different with their body language, and that is so confusing, and you can misread situations. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, so before the break, let me tell you that if you want to learn English and if you want to improve so you don't misread situations, and or if you do, you can explain yourself better, you can always call 91133-5833 to work on your English and upgrade your language. And again, 91133-5833, and someone will speak to you about classes. All right, that's it for now, and we will be back in just a few moments.
Esto, lo que oyes.
You're listening to the right radio. You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
El inglés que necesitas ahora por mucho menos. Llega al outlet de Vaughan con libros y cursos de autoestudio que siguen más vigente que nunca.
Objetivo Inglés, Vaughan Certified completo, Speak English Now e Inglés en 10 pasos.
Además, libros desde €1.
Novelas con audio desde $3.50.
Libros infantiles desde €3.
Y mucho más.
Entra en vaughantienda.com.
Vaughan Outlet, aprende más.
Pagando menos hasta agotar existencias.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Vaughan Summer Camps, con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3.000 niños viven nuestras inversiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España. Contrata tu mejor camp.
Come to learn with us at Vaughan.
¿Te apuntas?
¿Quieres mejorar tu inglés sin complicaciones? Vaughan Inglés 4.0 es el curso de inglés más completo en formato audio, con casi 600 clases desde cero hasta nivel avanzado. Paso a paso, donde y cuando quieras. Claro, práctico y eficaz. Gramática, vocabulario, pronunciación y sobre todo, resultados. Busca nuestro podcast Vaughan Inglés 4.0 en iVoox.
Encuentra todos los libros de nuestros presentadores de radio en las tiendas Vaughan. Nosotros te ayudamos a encontrar el libro perfecto para ti, para todos los niveles y edades. También encontrarás libros de alemán, francés y mucho más. Estamos en calle Orense 75, en Madrid, o en nuestras 6 delegaciones por España. Ven a vernos o visita vaughantienda.com. Vaughan, learn English.
Estas vacaciones, haz un viaje para tu inglés. Con los cursos intensivos semanales de Vaughan, mejora tu inglés durante cualquier periodo vacacional. Navidad, Semana Santa, verano, tú decides cuándo. Una semana para mejorar tu fluidez. Gana confianza al hablar. Aprovecha tu tiempo libre al máximo. Y lo mejor es que puedes reservar tu curso desde ya para asegurarte tu plaza en el momento que prefieras. No dejes pasar la oportunidad de avanzar en tu inglés estas vacaciones. Entra en grupovaughan.com/intensivos y contrata tu semana intensiva hoy mismo, porque tu inglés también merece unas vacaciones.
En Vaughan hay un antes y un después. El antes es inseguridad, titubeo, fastidio. El después es confianza, convicción y arrojo. Y esto en solo 6 días.
El mayor ambiente lingüístico jamás creado, con la mayor variedad de acentos nativos nunca antes reunidos. Vaughan Town, el pueblo anglo de Vaughan. Vaughan Town. Rechaza imitaciones. Infórmate en el 911335833.
Vaughan Town. Cambia tu inglés ya.
Aprender inglés nunca fue tan fácil. Vaughan Talkmaster está siempre contigo, en el metro, en casa o en el trabajo. Practica donde quieras, cuando quieras, desde entrevistas hasta negociaciones. Mejora tu inglés con nuestra inteligencia artificial adaptativa. Entra en talkmaster.es, descarga la app y prueba gratis durante una semana. Tú decides cómo y cuándo mejorar.
And welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Speaking with Confidence on Vaughan Radio. I'm Ale, and here with us today is David.
Hello, hello.
Hello, David. All right. So before the break, we worked with useful words connected to clarity. And those were point, meaning, confusing. What else did we mention?
We mentioned straightforward, accurate, careful, misread, and rephrase.
And do you have a favorite word?
A favorite word?
From this list?
Straightforward. Me ha gustado.
Straightforward. Yeah, that's my choice as well. Straightforward. I would like to be straightforward.
Just a matter of
attitude.
Attitude and confidence.
Yes. So I'm sometimes straightforward. But most of the times I might go around the bush. You know what that means? To go around the bush?
Yes, to go around the bush.
Yeah.
Como
irse por las ramas.
Eso.
Sí.
Eso es.
Sí. All right. So now we're going to take it to the next step. And we are going to jump in our grammar. And let's do it now. Grammar that works. So in this section, we are going to work on 3 very natural expressions that help us make things clear when we speak. Those expressions are what I mean is, the thing is, and let me put it this way. Just those 3. We have so many more, of course. I mean, we can use a combination of words to come up with different phrases to do this exact thing, right? Podemos utilizar muchísimas palabras y una combinación de estas palabras, muchas combinaciones para expresar exactamente lo mismo. Pero hoy nos vamos a quedar con estas 3. What I mean is, the thing is, and let me put it this way. These expressions are very useful when your first sentence is not enough. And when you want to explain your real idea, you know, what we were talking before, that you know what you want to say, and you think that you've expressed what you wanted to say, you've expressed this idea with all the information that you had in your mind, but somewhere there, it didn't come out as you wanted it to. So when that happens, you need to say it in a better way, right? And for that, we're going to use these 3 expressions. So the first one is what I mean. What I mean is, and when do we use it? When we want to explain our idea more clearly. So what I mean is when we want to explain our idea a bit more clear. In Spanish is similar to, what would you say it's similar to?
A lo que me refiero.
Sí, a lo que me refiero, o lo que quiero decir, right? So maybe your first sentence was too vague, muy ambigua, or also muy general, no? That can also happen. Your idea is too general, too broad. So, or too direct, o a lo mejor, ¿qué más puede suceder? Or it's just not completely clear. So then you add, what I mean is, right? And then there's a pattern. What I mean is, and then the rest of the information that you want to add to that idea. So, for example, listen to this. I don't want to cancel the plan. That's a piece of information, but there isn't enough data, right, for the other person to know why or the reason or the cause or anything else. So then you see the person's face and the person is, with a question mark. So then you say, what I mean is I need more time to organize myself, right? So you're making it a bit more clear. You're not just trying to ruin the plan, right? You want to also say that maybe you need a little more time. So this is how it's useful for you. I don't want to cancel the plan, but what I mean is I need more time to organize myself, right? Let's try another one. The message sounded serious. The message sounded serious. Is that enough information for you, David?
The message sounded serious.
Yes. How? What makes you say that, right? You would say.
Yeah, like, tell me more.
Tell me more. So then you'd say.
Like the song.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
That's right.
What song is this one?
That was from the movie Grease.
Oh, okay. I know which song you're talking about. Yes, I'm playing it in my head. So then what you can say is, the message sounded serious, but what I mean is, it didn't feel casual or relaxed, right? No sabemos a qué se refiere con serio, pero ya cuando aumenta un poco más de información después de esta expresión, de esta frase, entonces entendemos más. What I mean is, it didn't feel casual or relaxed. That's why it sounded serious. All right, so the important thing is that after what I mean is, we usually explain the real meaning of what we said before, right? So remember, first idea and then clear explanation. All right, so I need space. What if someone tells you that and they say, I need space, David? Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's habit.
Well, don't worry. In that case, for me, it's really clear. Pero,
But for you, it's very clear.
For me, it's...
But it can happen that it's not what you think.
Yeah, okay. So in that case, I would say, what do you mean?
Exactly. And then I say, what I mean is, I need a quiet afternoon alone. Just the afternoon. That's all.
Okay.
Right? All right. So not necessarily that I'm disappearing from your life forever. Just the afternoon. I need some time to relax or rest.
Okay.
Right? All right. So let's work on the other expression. And this was, the thing is, and we use the thing is when we want to introduce the real reason, the problem, or the important detail behind a situation. So in Spanish, that would be what?
La cosa es que...
Sí, la cosa es que, o lo que pasa es que, o el tema es
yes.
que, right. So this phrase is useful because it's very common, right? In both languages, in Spanish and English. So when we want to introduce the real reason, the real problem, or the important detail behind what we're trying to say, behind the situation. How is the pattern? Same pattern. The thing is our phrase, and then the rest of the information. For example, I'd love to go with you. But something's coming, right? I'd love to go with you. The thing is, I already promised my sister to help.
Yeah. Totally usual, I would say.
Totally usual, right? Let's try another one. How about this one? The explanation sounds simple. The thing is, the instructions changed yesterday. So then I would say, yeah, the instructions sounded simple at the beginning, right? But then later on, the instructions changed. So that means that they no longer are simple. These explanations sound simple. The thing is, the instructions changed yesterday. So that can probably change the whole situation. Let's try one more. He gave a short answer. The thing is, he was nervous not rude. Okay, so he gave a short answer, and now we understand why. The thing is, he was nervous, just nervous, not rude, right? Okay, so the important thing about using the thing is that it introduces reason or explains a situation that happens later. Or the situation that happens later. Like our example number 2. The explanation sounds simple. The thing is, the instructions changed yesterday. Y eso puede cambiar toda la situación, ¿no? Okay. So what if I say to you, I'll say the situation, and then you tell me what comes after. Let's just give it a shot. Let's see. I didn't reply.
Well, maybe you can say, I think you can use what I mean.
Let's do with the thing is.
Well, with the thing is, okay, so I didn't reply. The thing is, I didn't know what to say, for example.
All right. You're giving a reason, right? You're explaining the reason of that first sentence. Okay, that's how we use it. This one gives us the reason of that first sentence. All right, so then the third structure, the third expression today is, let me put it this way. So we use it when we want to explain the idea in a very different way. Completely different, right? So it would be similar to in Spanish.
Pues en otras palabras, o déjame decírtelo de otra forma.
Exactamente, tal cual, right. So we can use this when something sounds confusing or too abstract or too long as well. And then the pattern is the same, right? Let me put it this way, and then the rest of the information, which is supposed to be clearer than the first explanation. So, for example, the explanation is not impossible. Let me put it this way. We can do it, but not in one day. Right? Let's try another one. The conversation was uncomfortable. Let me put it this way. Nobody was angry, but nobody felt relaxed either. Right? Yeah, I think it's like explaining it a little bit more of what happened in the first sentence, in the first situation. All right, and this one, let's do this one. The rule is not difficult. Let me put it this way. Use it when you need a second chance to explain. All right. How do you feel, Dave? Does this make sense to you?
Yes, totally.
All right. So, with let me put it this way, the important thing is that we often make the idea more visual or more direct. Do you think that's true?
More comprehensible.
More easier to understand.
That's right.
Right. Yes. So what is the difference between the three of them? Let's see. What I mean is, we can use it to clarify the real meaning, right? To clarify the meaning. The main use is to clarify the real meaning. Lo que quiero decir, you're clarifying. What I mean is, when you use the thing is to explain the reason behind the first sentence, right? Behind the first part of your explanation. And let me put it this way is to rephrase your idea. I think that's the best way to tell each other apart and choose which one you want to use when you're speaking English. So how do they work in a conversation? Well, we're going to find out with our practice today. Should we go ahead and start with our practice?
Yes.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to begin with translations because I think this is the best way to start. So, you ready? You're always ready. Lo que quiero decir es que necesitamos una respuesta más clara. I'll say that again. Lo que quiero decir es que necesitamos una respuesta más clara.
So what I mean is that we need more clearer.
Yes.
Clearer,
yeah.
a clearer answer.
Yes. Say that one more time.
So what I mean is that we need a clearer answer.
Yes. Think of it as one fixed phrase. What I mean is, instead of what I mean is that, what I mean is like a fixed phrase.
Yeah, well, what I mean is,
Yeah.
es que a mí me sale separadito.
Por eso te digo.
Pero bueno.
All right. It's because this. I know you understand it and you use it perfectly well, but this is like a trick for English learners.
Sound more native.
Not necessarily, but just to make sure you're using all the words that are part of that phrase, right? So I think it's a good trick to put words together and imagine them as blocks, so you know exactly how they work and how they're used and what words they're made of. So what I mean is, right? Okay, next one. Lo que pasa es que no entendí el significado del mensaje.
So the thing is, I didn't understand the meaning of the message.
Yes. Perfection. All right. How about this one? Déjame decirlo de otra manera. No es difícil, pero se necesita práctica.
So let me put it this way. It's not difficult, but it needs more practice.
Yes, it needs practice.
Practice.
Very good. All right. Lo que quiero decir es que no estoy en contra de la idea.
What I mean is, I'm not against the idea.
All right. Yes. Lo que pasa es que la explicación fue un poco confusa.
Okay, so the thing is that the explanation was a little bit confusing.
Yes. And this is one of those situations when that can, but it also doesn't have to be in the sentence. Both ways are correct. You can either use it or not. Entonces, si la utilizas, is just the way you said it. And if you don't, how would you say it?
The thing is, the explanation was
a little confusing.
Yeah,
just like that. Very good. And let's try the last one. Déjame decirlo de otra manera. Necesitamos ser cuidadosos con esta decisión.
Let me put it this way. We need to be careful with this decision.
Yes, very good.
Or making this decision, if you want to say.
Bueno, si dijéramos eso, al tomar esta decisión tendríamos que aumentar. All right. Next challenge. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to choose between the three expressions, which one fits better with my sentence. I'll tell you the sentence incomplete, and you complete it with one of those phrases. All right? So remember the phrases, what I mean is, the thing is, or let me put it this way. Ready?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, I'm not saying your plan is bad, David. I'm not saying your plan is bad. And there's a space there. We may need more time.
I would say what I mean is we need more time.
Okay. All right. But can you put it together? Do you remember?
So you said, I'm not saying
your plan is bad.
Your plan is bad. What I mean is we need more time.
Yes. Very good. Very good. All right. Next, I wanted to join the call. I wanted to join the call. Something, something. My internet stopped working. I'll say that again. I wanted to join the call. My internet stopped working.
Yeah, so I wanted to join the call. The thing is, my internet stopped working.
Yes, very good. The thing is, my internet stopped working. So this second part, followed by the thing is explaining what happened, right? The reason of not being able to join the call. Very good. Next. I didn't ignore your message. I read it quickly and misread the tone. I'll say that one more time. I didn't ignore the message. I read it quickly and misread the tone.
So I didn't...
Ignore.
So I didn't ignore your message. I would say the thing is...
Okay.
The thing is, I misread the tone, no?
Misread
the tone.
Yes. I read it quickly and misread the tone. Very good. The rule can sound strange at first. You use it when you need to explain your idea again. Oh, let me try one more time. So, this rule can sound strange at first. You use it when you need to explain your idea again. What?
Yeah.
What feels right for you?
Maybe I think the thing is, again.
You think?
Maybe. I don't know.
Try.
So the rule may sound strange at the beginning.
At first.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, you use it when... What you said? I don't know. I can't remember.
You need to explain your idea.
When you need to explain your idea. I don't know. For me, it sounds good, but...
It sounds good? It sounds good, right? But...
What would you say? What would you say?
I would say, this rule can sound strange at first. But, let me put it this way. Use it when you need to explain your idea. Again. When you need to explain your idea again.
Yeah, it sounds better. I agree.
Well, it really depends on what you want to communicate. What happened? We don't have the context, but it depends on the context most of the time. All right, so let's try one more. I need a more straightforward explanation. Tell me the main point first. I need a more straightforward explanation. Something. Tell me the main point first.
So I need a more straightforward explanation. Maybe what I mean is, I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
Tell me the main point first.
Yes, I need a more straightforward explanation. So what do you mean by straightforward? This person can ask the first speaker, and the first speaker will say, what I mean by that is, tell me the main point first. All right. So let's go to the third challenge of this morning. What are we going to do? Same situation, different focus. What do I mean by that? Listen to this. A friend thinks you are angry because you answered very shortly, right? So now we're going to use the all three expressions with a different focus, like this. First, I'll tell you, clarify your real meaning, right? Remember, I think we should stop and just remember about this. And if we have enough time, we will practice. If not, we'll leave it at that. But this is important to say. The first important thing that you must remember is that to use one of the phrases when you want to clarify the real meaning of what you're trying to express. And what I mean is exactly aimed for that, right? Clarify your real meaning, the real meaning. Number 2, for the thing is, it explains the reason. So you need to remember that this will explain the reason of what you had said at the beginning. It will explain, it's the reason why this other thing is happening. And rephrase, the idea is what happens when you use, what's that phrase that we use to rephrase?
Let me put it this way.
Let me put it this way. That's when we want to rephrase our ideas. So I think that's the main important thing about these three phrases. That's how you can tell them apart. And this is how you can upgrade your language and make your ideas a bit more clear, especially when you don't feel like you've been clear enough. All right? So that's it for today. I'm Ale. This was Speaking with Confidence, and that was David. Stick around because up next is the Lunchtime Show with Rob and Andrea. And remember, you can also find us in Instagram at Vaughan Radio, and you'll find all of our hosts there, including this one. All right, see you tomorrow.
Estás escuchando Vaughan Radio.
Spanish for real, not just textbooks. Join the free Como Estas Masterclass and get a taste of a practical method designed to help people in the UK. Start speaking with confidence. Know someone who might be interested? Send them to comoestas.co.uk/masterclass.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Vaughan Summer Camps. Hay 4 ubicaciones diferentes para que elijas tu mejor opción, con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3000 niños viven nuestras inversiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España. Ahora también en la playa. Llámanos al 917001199 y contrata tu mejor camp.
Come to learn with us at Vaughan.
¿Te apuntas? El inglés que necesitas ahora por mucho menos. Llega al outlet de Vaughan con libros y cursos de autoestudio que siguen más vigente que nunca.
Objetivo Inglés, Vaughan Certified completo, Speak English Now e Inglés en 10 pasos.
Además, libros desde €1.
Novelas con audio desde $3.50.
Libros infantiles desde €3.
Y mucho más.
Entra en vaughantienda.com.
Vaughan Outlet, aprende más,
pagando menos, hasta agotar existencias.
¿Quieres aprender inglés a tu propio ritmo y según tu horario? En Vaughan tenemos la solución perfecta para ti. Con las clases particulares online de Vaughan, disfrutarás de la máxima flexibilidad en tu aprendizaje del inglés. Tú eliges. ¿Prefieres centrarte en la conversación o en la gramática? No hay ningún problema. Con Vaughan puedes seleccionar la modalidad que más te convenga. Y no solo eso, sino que también tienes completa libertad para elegir el día, la hora y la duración de tus clases. ¿Solo tienes 25 minutos? Perfecto. En Vaughan nos adaptamos a ti. Visita grupovaughan.com hoy mismo y descubre cómo nuestras clases particulares pueden transformar tu forma de aprender inglés. Flexibilidad y calidad en la enseñanza del inglés a tu medida.
Una semana en un lugar apartado.
Nativos angloparlantes de todas partes del mundo, uno por cada estudiante.
Terminantemente prohibido hablar en español.
Actividades organizadas y conversaciones en inglés a todas horas. No exageramos.
Aquí o hablas inglés o hablas inglés.
Y da igual las veces que te lo contemos.
Hasta que no lo vivas no sabrás que Vaughan Town te va a quitar el miedo al inglés para siempre.
Lo que pasa en Vaughan Town no se puede contar.
Tienes que vivirlo.
Ven a Vaughan Town.
Más información, grupovaughan.com.
En Vaughan sabemos que el éxito empresarial se nutre del dominio de múltiples idiomas. Por eso, ofrecemos cursos no solo en inglés, sino también en francés, portugués, italiano y alemán, entre otros, todos diseñados para adaptarse a las exigencias del mundo corporativo y bonificables por Fundai. Aprovecha nuestra experiencia y metodología única para garantizar resultados efectivos y rápidos.